The title for my story is The Old Man and the Wall. The old man wiped his specs, placed them carefully over his nose, and lifted the cold paper cup, which had a little more tea he got an hour back. The place was brimming with tourists, but nobody turned to look at him. Dhanushkodi was declared a ghost town 56 years back by the state government after the cyclone devoured everything. And this old man lived to tell his story. Every hour, he would wave his hand at a random, innocent, unsuspecting tourist. Mostly, they would respond without a question, out of pity. And he would ask them, "Can I get a cup of tea? I can tell you the story before the cyclone." They all loved a good story, and he never disappointed them with his recreation of the town before the cyclone. He never begged. His ego never allowed him to. He'd like to think of himself as a storyteller whose humble request was a cup of tea. Opposite him were the black remains of an old standalone wall, eroded by time and ocean. Decades back, when the town was teeming with trade, a young man filled with dreams built a modest textile shop for the fishermen. Today, this wall stood as a memory of those dreams. Every day the old man would look at the wall and remind himself of how he was robbed of it all. His family, his shop, and his life. Not a single day passed by without a tear in his cheek. Once, a little girl asked him, "Do you drink only tea?" "Somebody got to feed those tears," he said with a weak smile, as if it was a joke. And the little girl nudged her mother. "Mommy, we need to get him bottled water for his tears." And a bottle of water he got. The old man took the last sip of the remaining cold tea. It was time for a fresh cup. Through his glasses, he carefully inspected the crowd and saw a girl clicking pictures through her camera. He crushed his paper cup, threw it aside, and weakly raised his hand. The hand was not going down till she saw it, and she finally turned his way. The girl doubtfully waved back, and he smiled and called her. The girl came closer to him and looked at his wrinkled forehead, black skin, thin hands, and the unruly facial hair. She smiled at him. "You must be at least 85, she asked enthusiastically. "I am 92, dear." "Nice. I wonder if I can make it that long. Can I take some pictures of you?" "I don't see why not, but..." The old man paused. "But? Will you give me 200 rupees and hear my story?" "Here's the deal. 100 and your story, or just 200? She snapped back. "100 it is," laughed the old man with joy and pointed his hand towards the black wall. "Do you see that wall over there?" He started his story.